Today we go over new details of Star Wars The Last Jedi when it comes to General Leia. This is Mike Zero here once again. If you guys are new here to the channel, do make sure to subscribe to see future Star Wars content. Now, the official Last Jedi novelization, its main purpose is to fill in the gaps of the movie itself, where elements of the film could not be told in the screen time that we got. So the novelization expands a lot of things and tells a lot of different facts of our characters, their thoughts, their other actions, etc. So when it comes to General Leia, as we saw in the motion picture, when Kylo Ren's wingmen actually shoot the missiles at the Raddus ship, and the bridge of the ship explodes, sucking everybody out to space, Leia floats in space and eventually comes back in. Now, the biggest question of all is, did anything ever really happen to Leia? Does she actually have long-lasting effects that will actually stay with the rest of her life? Well, we actually learned all of this, all thanks to the novelization, and it could very well give us perhaps a hint as to Leia's fate in Star Wars Episode 9. Just maybe. So looking at the novel, it does in fact go over that after she was sucked out in space and came back into the ship and recovered, alright, she suffers from ebolism, which is a formation of bubbles and body fluids under sharply reduced environmental pressure, hypoxia, which is a deficiency in amount of oxygen reaching the tissues, and lastly, which is the more alarming one, is solar radiation. So this all does make sense because Leia was out there for quite a good amount of time, nearly a whole entire 2 minutes out there floating around in space. And I think that when she came back in, she did in fact recover, but according to the novel, she has these things stuck with her now. Ebolism, hypoxia, solar radiation. Now, all of that combined is not good, and it really does make one wonder, could this be how the writers of Star Wars Episode 9, J.J. Abrams, Chris Terrio, and the directors, of course, J.J. Abrams, is that how they're going to implement perhaps the fate of General Leia in Star Wars Episode 9? Could it all have to do with the effects of what happened to her after she was blown out to space? Now, it would be a more logical way to go. Would I like to see it happen this way? No, it's very, very sad to me. It's actually very heartbreaking to see it happen that way if it were to in Star Wars Episode 9. In fact, I really do hope that they handle it in a more heroic way where she did something in between the events of The Last Jedi in Episode 9 that either A, killed her off, or maybe B, she retired, or something around the lines of maybe going out to another part of the galaxy helping other people around. I would like to see her walk off in a sense like that, but I don't know what they're going to do when it comes to the fate of General Leia, whether it's killing her off or keeping her alive and just having her essentially part ways with the new rebellion. But it is worth noting that she actually did have a lot of long-lasting effects after getting blown out to space, and I think that that could very well be used as a logical way to implement the fate of General Leia in Episode 9, but heck, maybe that's just me. Overall, guys, drop a comment below. Let me know what you think about all of this in the comments section, and if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.
From night to morning.